Students, I have a rough map of India, and as we were discussing the size, now size of India is having a total area of 3.28 million kilometers square of area. Okay, now if India stretches from its north to south, that is from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, it is 3,214 kilometers. And if we look from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, it stretches a distance of 2,933 kilometers. As we move from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, we see that there is a time lag of 2 hours. That means that since the sun rises in the east first and then it goes towards the west, so as we move from east to west, there is a difference of 2 hours. There is a difference of 2 hours. That is the reason sun rises in the eastern side of India quite early, and later on the western part of India. Okay, now the standard meridian, India calculates its time from the standard meridian which passes at a longitude of 82.30 degrees east. So this is the longitude that is passing, and this is passing from Mirzapur, UP. So it's passing from Mirzapur, UP, and that's the standard meridian of India. And from there, for taking that as the main standard time, standard unit, we calculate the time of India. Now, if you look at the extreme left side border, that is towards Gujarat, at the end of towards Gujarat border, here we are having a longitude of 68.7 degrees. And as we move towards the extreme east part of India, there we are having the longitude of 97.25 degrees east. Okay, down in the south, we are having a latitude of 8 degrees 4 minutes, that is 8.4 degrees north, and since India is present in the northern hemisphere, okay, so 8.4 degrees north. And as we move towards the northern side, so that means towards Kashmir, there it is 37.6 degrees north. So this is the size of India. Now we will see the land borders of India. Now what are the land borders of India? Here you can just have a look of this map. Here you can see, here I have a map. So in the north and northeast and northwest. So let's take the northwest first. Now in the northwest zone of India, we are having the whole of north. So northwest, even in these areas there are mountain ranges, and even in these areas there are mountain ranges. So the north, northeast and northwest is having the young fold mountains. Why young fold mountains? Because these mountains are quite young, so they are called as young fold mountains. And towards the south, India is having the peninsula. And what is a peninsula? Peninsula is it's a triangle shaped tapered thing which is moving, protruding to inside the sea. So this is called as the peninsula. Now in the south we have the Indian peninsula, and which is getting inside the Indian Ocean. Now the Indian Ocean is having Arabian Sea on the left hand side and Bay of Bengal on the right hand side. So these are the two parts of Indian Ocean only. Now the India and the world. The next topic that we are going to do is India and the world. Now if we see the map of India with reference to the world, that is, I'll just try and show you a map of India here. We have a map of India with reference to the world. Now India is present in the continent of Asia, and it is since it is towards the south of Asia, so that is why it is called as South Asian country. India is called as a South Asian country because India India as a country is present towards the south of Asia. But India, if you see, this whole brown portion is Asia. So if you see India, it is centrally located. When you compare it with the East Asia and the West Asia, it is just in between. So it is centrally located in East Asia and West Asia. And it is a South Asian country. It is a South Asian country because its placement is towards the southern side of Asia. So it is a South Asian country. Now if you look at the neighboring countries. Now for neighboring countries, we can just have a look of this map. Which are the neighboring countries which are present? There are 9 neighboring countries that is surrounding India. In the western side, so northwest we have Pakistan and Afghanistan. In the north we have China, Nepal and Bhutan. In the eastern side we have Bangladesh and Myanmar. In the south we have Sri Lanka and Maldives. So these are the 9 neighboring countries which are surrounding India. Now Sri Lanka is separated from India by a sea channel which is called as Park Strait and Gulf of Mannar. So there are 2 channels which is called Park Strait and Gulf of Mannar that is separating India from Sri Lanka. Now we need to look into the India's relation with the world. What is India's relation with the world? We all know that India has a huge rich resource, and its resources has been used by both Indians and the foreigners very well. Now these are the important points that you should know. Now the Deccan Peninsula protrudes in the Indian Ocean, we have already done, and since we have a long coastline, therefore we are very widely connected to the European countries and the other countries in the world. We are connected to the West Asia, to Africa, to Europe, to East Asia. So if we have a look in this map over here, so you can see that India is well connected to Europe, to China, to the Eastern Asian countries as well as the Western Asian countries, and even to Africa and Europe. Okay, now how was this connectivity done? This connectivity to the world was done by the sea and land, both. It was done by sea and land, but in initial times it was majorly done by the land routes. There were passes present in the mountain areas, and people used to move through these passes only to travel. They used to use these passes because ocean had restricted trade for long time, but now since the ocean route has opened, so we are having connectivity to the western part of the world with ocean routes also. Now when the transportation was done, then what all things were transported? It was not only the goods and commodities that were transported, a huge amount of Indian thought and ideas were also carried to the other parts of the world. Okay, so there has been transportation of both the goods and commodities, and in the goods and commodities the trade was mainly done on spices, muslin. What is muslin? Do you know what is muslin? Muslin is a fabric out of which you can make cotton as well as silk. So it's a fabric, and we all know about the silk route through which trading was done to China, Persia, Greek, Rome, Arabia. So this was the Silk Route. So there was a lot of trade. India has a whole, it's very rich in its spices, in tea, coffee. So all these things were transported, traded to the rest part of the world. And that is how India got connected to the rest part of the world. So this brings us to the end of the chapter. So I think you have seen the videos and you have understood the chapter. Please do the reading to understand it in a better way, and I advise you to relook into the videos again and again to clear your concepts, because even though this chapter looks to be very easy, but then this is one of the most important chapters where questions are generally framed. So please do the reading and please relook into the videos again. In case you have any doubts, get back to me. I'll clarify your doubts and I'll very soon upload with the question answers. So just stay safe in your home.